G protein bars are now available at Costco.
All right, I got two today. First, we'll start with the Four Nations face-off as they delivered a signature moment for the NHL on Saturday night as U.S. defeated Canada 3-1. It was a very hard-hitting game in Montreal, but it was the first 9 seconds that got everybody excited and everybody around the world talking about.
And the gloves are off. Hagel from Tampa Bay, Tkachuk from Florida. Did not see this coming. Both sides said they hoped it wouldn't happen tonight. It did. It's helped set the tone. Charlie McAvoy put one on net. Now we're 9 seconds in. We had a fight 2 seconds in, another one 1 second later. Now in the center of the action, it's Colton Parayko and JT Miller. This is like 1996 when this building opened up with the World Cup.
So that is my G2G protein game changer. Canada did play Finland today, and they won 5-3. So that will set up a rematch on Thursday in Boston. Yeah. So a good one there. That's going to be a very highly rated program. My other one is not someone that deserves the G2G protein bar. It's somebody that needs to start going to Costco and getting these refrigerated G2G bars. And that goes to the University of Illinois and their game ops people.
Yes.
As they were retiring Timberwolves rookie Terrence Shannon Jr., and they had him at midcourt at halftime to unveil the banner. And he pulled the banner, and the banner dropped, and it was upside down.
Unbelievable.
Yep. So the AD, Josh Whitman, he apologized that the jersey was hung upside down, but that entire game ops folks, that team there at the University of Illinois all need some G2G protein bars.
How does that happen?
I have no idea.
Don't they have a check, double check?
You would think so.
You would do a test.
You would do.
Especially when you're going to have a player, NBA player now for the Wolves, actually go through the process. To just test it would have taken literally a minute to test that. I mean, there's walkthroughs before these things.
Rock, do you think somebody actually just doesn't know what a jersey looks like? Thought, oh, wow, his name's below the number, and actually realized that it's actually that's how it goes for a jersey?
Well,
that's it could have been that.
It just shows that University of Illinois doesn't have a lot of retired guys because they would have done this before, right? You would think they've been through it. All right, Manuch.
My G2G protein bar game changers of the weekend. I got a couple of guys. We're going to go to Wichita. Here, the wrapping up of an upset in Wichita.
Right side of the floor. Cortez bounces to Beverly. On the right wing, Washington to the basket. In traffic, it hangs and goes in.
Yeah, that's Corey Washington as Wichita State gives them the lead 80-7 over Memphis. Got a couple guys here. Corey Washington, what a great game. Quincy Ballard scored 14 of his 19 points in the second half and overtime. As I mentioned, helped Wichita State. What a great win for the Wheat Shockers over the number 14 Memphis team, 84-79 in yesterday's game. Ballard also had 7 rebounds, 4 blocks on the day, and he was the driving force in overtime as the Wheat Shockers outscore Memphis 13-8 in overtime. It is the 4th straight and first over a ranked opponent by Wichita State in the regular season since 2021. Wheat Shockers had 5 players in double figures, and as I mentioned, Corey Washington also a double-double with 18 points and 15 rebounds. So those are my 2 G2G protein bar game changers.
Where do I start?
He's got a question for you.
Wheat Shockers?
Yeah.
Who the hell are the Wheat Shockers?
Wichita State. Shockers. Wheat Shockers.
That's
Wheat Shockers.
Yeah, Wheat Shockers.
Wheat.
Yeah. Shockers.
Okay. Wheat Shockers?
So he's called
Or
back.
just Shockers?
Well, they changed it to Shockers, but
Yes, they have.
When in the 1800s?
No, we played them in my junior year at K-State. They were Wheat Shockers.
50 years ago.
Well, give or take. I call them the Wheat Shockers.
No, you don't. That's not the name of them.
Shockers.
If you're going to do a G2G team and you act like you know who this team is, you're giving them your G2G, which is a joke. You didn't watch the game. Oh, and you're bringing up this player's name like, he had a really
I did watch
big
the highlights
game.
of these
He
teams.
had 19 points in the second half.
He and Corey Washington
Shut the
balling out, man.
door.
But
there's no way you watch that game.
They will always be the Wheat Shockers to me.
No, they're not.
They're the Shockers.
All right, so they're the Shockers.
Didn't they used to be in baseball the Tampa Bay Devil Rays?
Well, that's fine. So we
Aren't
just call them
they-
the Rays.
But now
But
they're
Wheat
just they're
Shockers-
just the Rays.
I don't think anybody said Wheat Shocker.
No.
Even somebody that went to school there
No,
doesn't even
it's the
say
Shocker.
Wheat Shocker.
So all habits are hard to break,
I think the bigger story is you're trying to act like you
I do
know
watch the
about
highlights
the
of this.
Wichita State team.
Yeah, well, the upset, Memphis is one of those big upsets over the weekends. I did watch the highlights. Yeah,
Okay.
So digging for those G2G
You were digging.
protein bar game charts.
You were
I'm looking,
digging.
watching
Yeah.
the highlights.
My G2G protein bar goes to 6'1.5", maybe 6'2", Matt McClung, who wins the NBA Slam Dunk Championship not once, not twice, but 3 years in a row.
Got to catch it first.
There you go. He jumps over the car and dunks the basketball. Now, let me set this up what took place. They drive a Kia, because Kia is a sponsor, out by the basket. It has a sunroof. A player comes up through the sunroof, holding up the basketball. McClung jumps over the roof of the car. You might remember many years ago, Blake Griffin, then playing for the Clippers, jumped over a car as well, but he jumped over the hood of the car. Matt McClung jumps over the top of the car, grabs the basketball, and slams it down with two hands. It was just spectacular. Every dunk that McClung had, he got a 50 score, which is the highest score that you could get. He's a two-way player for the Orlando Magic. He goes back and forth between the Magic and their G League team for the third straight year in a row. It is Mac McClung, your NBA Slam Dunk Contest winner. He is my G2G protein bar game changer.
By the way,
Jax,
before you get to Jax, the collective, the Wheat Shock Collective is still being used at Wichita State. They call them the Wheat Shockers.
what do you mean?
They call it the Wheat Shocker Collective is a fan-led group that supports Wichita State University student athletes. The purpose is to increase opportunities for student athletes through name, image, and likeness, NIL. So they do still go as a Wheat Shockers Collective. So just so you know.
Okay,
I'm sorry, go ahead,
the
Jackson.
collective, baby, but the moniker of the school, the
Still in
team,
use. That's the thing.
If they're in your bracket for the NCAA tournament, you're not putting Wheat Shocker
At the Shockers, but the collect still be used. Moniker still used. I'm sorry, Jax. Go ahead.
Yeah, I only get like 2 minutes on the show anyway. So
Use
them
he
well.
took half of it.
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go to West Lafayette, Indiana. And I'm not gonna praise a Boilermaker. I'm gonna praise a Badger. John Tonje led the charge. Here's a highlight.
Lance puts it on the deck, locks the dribble to the line, whips it inside. Tonje slam dunk. Oh, great delivery to Tonje. He has 25.
16 Wisconsin went into 7 Purdue, won 94-84, where they were led by 6-year senior guard John Tonje. This guy's a bucket. 32 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 8 from 9 from the free throw line. Led the charge of the best shooting performance by a road team we've seen in 15 years. Get this, guys. The Badgers finished the game shooting 61.5% from the floor and had just 3 turnovers. They averaged 1.45 points per possession. It's the first time we've seen a Division I team shoot over 60% and had 3 turnovers or less on the road. Are you kidding me? In 15 seasons, they also were 20 of 22 from inside the three-point line. John Tonje is a bucket. Wisconsin's a team to watch out for. And John Tonje, you've earned my G2G protein.
You know what was interesting, what you just stated?
6-year guard. 6 years guard.
That could be a normal thing in
I know.
college sports,
6
Jimmy.
years he's been playing.
Wish I'd had 6 years. That'd have been great.
I thought somebody would go with that kid who won the 3-point tournament.
They hit the bucket.
Who beat Damian Lillard in that 3-point shooting contest, won himself $10,000. How great was that? The kid just got his tickets on Saturday, which was
And he
super
just
cool.
grabbed the ball and slung it. You know, he had a good time.
There it is.
Get in the money. Jump in the money.
Jump in the money.
Jump in the money.
That is awesome.
He did.
Yeah, I love when an 18-year-old college kid could use the money. I mean, that's great. So, all right, coming up, Craig Fooey will join us for a little fact or Fooey. But next, here's Jax with another local sports update right here on Rock Manucci GBB, now on ESPN 620 and on 98.7 HD2.